In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Cut off temptation, cure lust. Brother, I remember when I was reading the Bible for the first time, I've encountered this famous verse from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 5, 29. If your right eye causes you to sin, pluck it out and cast it from you. For it is more profitable for you that one of your members perish than your whole body to be cast into hell. And honestly, when I was thinking about this quote, I was imagining it quite literally. But now, when I reread the words of Gospels using the comments of Holy Fathers, I can see that they say that it was said more figuratively about temptations outside and the temptations that you have basically. And for example, Theophylactus of Ohrid and John Chrysostom say that this can be used as an example when a young man, us, you for example, when we have some friends that influence us badly, that poison our soul, we should leave those people because they do not do any good for the salvation of our soul, and us leaving them can save them because they can treat it as a wake-up call. But even if they do not do it, at least you can do something for the salvation of your soul. So brother, today I want to give you some very practical steps that this beautiful quote gave me. I think that you should journal in solitude. This practical step, again, blank piece of paper and a pen, nothing more, complete silence, no distractions, no music, no micromanaging and multitasking, just you sitting in a quiet room after you've prayed, for example, and just analyze. Create 4 pages or four sections in your journaling notes for people that you have in your life, for habits and activities that you do, for content that you consume, any form of content, news, social media, I don't know, videos, podcasts, audio contents, books that you read, texts that you read, and your thoughts that you have regular, like the pattern of those patterns that you have inside of your brain and you hear them regularly. And I highly encourage you to journal about each of those sections and to think, to analyze every person in your life which you face, which you see regularly, which you choose to spend time with, every activity that you do and every habit that you do, every source of information that you consume and every thought that you have regularly in your head, and analyze and say to yourself honestly whether or not this thing helps me in the salvation of my soul. And if it doesn't help you, then pluck it out of your life, cut it off and get rid of this and be free and be closer to God. This journaling session can take you a lot. Honestly, when I did it more gradually. So like, I think you can do, for example, like one day you analyze every person that you choose to communicate with. The other day you analyze every source of content every source of content from where you consume information. Then you analyze every habit and then every thoughts and like that. But the most important should be the desire to be closer to God that should be inside of your soul while you do it. Total, brutal honesty and complete silence and lack of distraction and just you listening to those thoughts that you were trying to escape. This was one of those steps that after I've analyzed my life, now I can clearly say that there is nothing in my day, there is nothing in my day that I do, that I spend time on, that doesn't help me to at least become better, and more importantly to help me in salvation of my soul. Like if I do something that is bad for me, at least I know that it was not planned to be in my day. I don't choose to spend time on it consciously, only if I do it as a bad habit that I wanted to avoid actually. Like I do not have any people in my life that stand in my way to be closer to God. Or I try to analyze every thought and I don't consume any information that prevents me from being closer to God. And when I do it, I can clearly see that it was a mistake and that was not planned. So after that, it will be much easier for you to see more clearly every aspect of your life, and you will understand, you will clearly see the next time something appears, some opportunity appears, some new person, a new source of information, a new opportunity to think about something. You will be able to analyze it instantly. Does it actually help me in the salvation of my soul? I'm praying for you, brother. I'm praying for your victory over lust. God help you. Have a nice day. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.